All right, let's get this locked in. Top, I'm going to swing you over here. You're good. Give me a minute to address this old nonsense real quick. As this guy want to give people warnings at the end of the day. Hold on for a minute, people. First things first, my name is Kenneth Burn. My company is Black Series Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and our FLEBT company, which will be merging everything together shortly. Anyway, message to you, Fernando Gonzalez, so you can understand me crystal clear. I will address you in September. I will be filing multiple lawsuits against you for basically violating my company. You have done what? At the end of the day, you have used copyrights without permission. You have basically slandered my face all over YouTube as a defamation lawsuit, multiple defamation lawsuits. We also too have evidence that basically you have committed perjury on your LLC. We know this already from the door. We will be contacting the proper authorities for that. We have several charges against you for post office mail fraud. Everything has been documented. We have pictures on everything we need to prosecute you in court. So this is a promise, not a warning. I don't care what warning you give at the end of the day. If you're concerned about the other half of my family, basically that you sat out there and mentioned their names on YouTube without their permission, that's your problem at the end of the day. For the ex-Marine that wants to pound your face in, you had no business, number one, contacting my phone with pornography and carrying on and acting up, and then turn around and you're cursing him out. That's your problem between him at the end of the day. So, again, that's out of my hands. But giving someone a warning, I don't give warnings, Mr. Fernando. I give promises at the end of the day. I will see you in court. My process service will be at your front door, and I will be in contact with your landlord to let him know the situation that you have triggered off and caused through false rumors. I've gave you multiple opportunities to get out of the situation by sending you a cease and desist order from my attorney telling you to back down, which you did not. You made a mockery of it. Then you turned around and what else? Multiple demonstrations claiming my product to be black paint. Oh, buddy, you're going to have to back this up in court. If not, I'm going to sue the living daylights out of you. And the pictures we have here are multiple lawsuits involving defamation where you use my face without my permission and basically went about putting out dead or alive, which is actually considered to be a terroristic threat. So, again, bring it. If you have anything at the end of the day, you would have had an attorney contact me a long time ago. We did have attorneys contact you, and I did have a process server come to your front door. So guess what, my friend? You're getting evicted from your apartment because I will be in contact with your landlord, and I will see you in court very, very shortly. So it is a promise. I have more than enough evidence. If you had the evidence like you said you did, I would have had attorney contact. You would have had attorney contact me a long time ago, and you can't go to an attorney. Because you have committed crimes, Mr. Fernando. If you come here to Pennsylvania, you will be arrested due to the fact that we have criminal charges filed against you. So, your promises or whatever warning you have mean absolutely nothing at all, period. I've heard this. He's scared. That's the reason why he's doing that, because he's absolutely scared. And you should be. Because when I get done with you, you're going to be serving a long time in prison. Keep in mind, Mr. Fernando, you have perjury charges, which we're going to bring up in court, showing proof that you basically lied on documents with the government. And not only that, you, like I said, 2 different counts of mail fraud. And we have the recordings, unboxings, receipts, and even your face sitting on the receipt of one of the claims we have against you, that you used the United States Postal Service to commit fraud. So go ahead and play that game if you want to. Go ahead and try to look big and bad in front of your audience or your trolls or whatever you have left over there. And on top of that, I will be taking your company to court because you committed fraud. You sold a product knowing that it matched house paint and continue to sell the product. My man, I have multiple recordings of messages of you carrying on and abusing your website, including you doxing my address, and the address I lived at the apartment, the workshop, and my sister's address. So go ahead and play with us and see what happens to you. I'll see you in September. My process service will be at the front door, and I will be sending a representative down to California to file charges to get a warrant for your arrest. See you in court soon. I love it when people talk trash at the end of the day. A lot of trash. Yeah, we've got you on just about everything we could possibly think of. Everything we can possibly think of. Using copyrights without material. You don't have rights to my copyrights. Did I give you any permission to use my copyrights? No. So I'll be taking you to federal court. And guess what? That's a 5-year prison sentence for each copyright, including, I think it's what? 250,000 or something like that. Yeah. So I know you're scared. You should be scared. You can't go anyplace. You can't do anything. At the end of the day, it's going to happen. Last person needed to be talking about giving somebody a warning. And we got all this information on you at the end of the day committing all these crimes. Yeah, you don't remember this, do you, Fernando? This is right on your website. This is you basically doxing my family member's address right there. And they're going to sue you too on top of that. And they're also filing criminal charges. And the person who owns the building, they're filing criminal charges against you. What are you going to do? Fake like you moved again? Because we even have that document too, where you contacted me and told me, oh, good luck on sending you any information because you moved when you were there the entire time. What about this? This escaped your mind too, right here? Your LLC, your company right there, right directly on your website. And what's that? That's pictures of me. Of you basically taking my images and doing whatever you want. Yeah, that's $12,000 right there. Got a nerve to be sending somebody some dumb information about you got your last warning. And a warning at the end of the day. You could try that nonsense today. Your buddy, you're going to be in court with my lawyers. It's so much on you, it's not even funny. We've got recordings of you constantly hitting our company's business accounts over and over and over again, calling my phone constantly all the time, flashing pornography on your site. Look at this. I got you for post office mail fraud charges. That's 20 years by itself. Is that not your information right there? Yes, it is. And PayPal will back me up 100% that we went through that process with you. Isn't that you? Isn't that your stuff on the label? Not consider the fact that you basically made money off the name Frankenstein and didn't pay him any money for any royalties. Yeah, go ahead. Talk some trash. See what happens to you. I got enough information right here. You're not getting out of jail. You're not leaving out of the courtroom. That's what's going to happen. Best of the best. Isn't that you right there? Isn't that your name, Crow? PayPal receipts. This was all sent to the United States Postal Service, showing you committing fraud. We even recorded the shopping cart when the order was made, so that way we can make sure we got the color we're supposed to get, which we did not get because he changed the color at the last minute. That's considered to be fraud. Then you use the United States Postal Service to commit that fraud, and you signed your name on the packages. Yeah, good luck with all that. That right there, that's a Black Series edition. That right there, it's my copyrights. Yeah, it's going to get you about 20 years right there for touching that. Where'd you write down at the bottom, Jamie? Crow's do-it-yourself free mix. See, the problem with you, Jamie, this is the problem with you. The problem with you is you got a habit of forgetting things. You got a habit of running your mouth too much and forgetting things. You do so much dirt that you don't remember half the stuff you do. Do you see that logo right there? That's copyrighted. And you had a nerve to take my copyrighted logo and put your name over top of it and put down it's your product. See? Do it yourself, dedicated Cinemax Black Mix. That's your name right over top my product. Guess how much jail time you're going to get for that? A whopping 20 years. That alone, buddy, I can send you up for that just alone by itself. By itself. And look what it says right here. It says right here, it says, images may be subjected to copyrights. Yeah, it's copyrighted because we copyrighted it. And you had a nerve to put your name up there. Do it yourself free. See, that's the problem with you. You run your mouth too much, man. What you need to do is you need to shut up. That's what you need to do. Get yourself a lawyer and shut up. You're not giving anybody any warnings at the end of the day. That's copyrighted material that you touch right there. I can get you jail time for that. You know that, right? Yeah. That's the problem with Jamie. Jamie does so much dirt that he does not realize all the stuff that we have on you. So what are you going to do about that in court? You're not going anywhere, Jamie. This is the bottom line. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to get your freedom. I'm taking it from you. I'm going to have execute judgment on you, and I'm going to take everything you have. You're going to owe me so much money. It's not even funny. And when I get done with you, the rest of them are going to be terrified to even look my direction. So if you think at the end of the day you got a snowball's chance in HE double hockey sticks of being able to prosecute me on anything, what are you prosecuting me on? Name something that I did that I broke the law. Did I send messages? Did I dock addresses? Did I take your face and put little commit defamation? Did I? Oh, you don't have copyright. So did I do any of that stuff whatsoever? All your products I bought. And I can show the judge at the end of the day that you were committing so much fraud that you started canceling orders. And not only canceling orders, you cursed us out on the receipts, just carried on and cut up. Come on, man. You're just sitting there barking, hoping that this is going to pretty much probably try to scare me, some kind of scare tactics. Nobody got the wrong person at the end of the day. I'm going to amp this up now, even higher now. Now you're going to have more process servers hitting your front door. You're not even going to believe how many people are going to be at your front door. And I will, like I said, reach out to your landlord, have a nice conversation with him. You're leaving the building. You're definitely leaving the building because he has an option here. Either he basically removes you out of the building, or we basically say at the end of the day that he has something to do with it because both your LLC and his LLC are tied together. So somebody got to go. Let's see what else more dirt we got on you at the end of the day. Oh, man, the multiple messages. All kinds of stuff we got on Mr. Fernando. And we're talking about videos. Just because you think the blacklist is not there, the blacklist is there. The blacklist is basically being sent to authorities to get ready for September. All the videos that are on there, all the stuff that we caught you on doing, yeah, all that's getting ready for September. He does so much dirt, he doesn't realize the dumb stuff that he does. Here we go. We got more stuff on you. All kinds of stuff on you, man. Got folders and folders and folders and folders and folders. There we go. More stuff right here. This is the cube. Yeah, you touched the cube. Cube has a copyright sitting on top of it. That's 2 accounts of post office. Oh, no, sorry, 2 counts of mail fraud. Right there. Sorry, not mail fraud. Copyright infringements. Right there. Did I give you permission to use that? No, I did not. So guess what? That's where the process server came to your front door. In order for us to get a process server to come to your front door, we had to show enough evidence that there is evidence to get and execute a process server, which we're able to do. And this is what we're going to show the judge. This right here, this is all scanned into Allentown's police records. It's all on record. Is that that's my cube. Did I give you permission to use it? No, more charges. There we go, flashing pornography on your website. We got you over here doxing my address when I was living over in the blue house over in Havontown. It's connected right to your channel right here. And you use this as a thumbnail to show where our address was at. I got you in 3 different accounts of doxing. I even got you on a voice recording of you actually talking and saying where my address was at and where my cat actually sits at too in the window. So, got any more trash you want to talk at the end of the day? You're there ranting about nothing. You sit there and you're going to take it like a man. That's what you're going to do. Got messages coming from you that were traced back to you, showing you calling me the N-word. We have recordings of you going to my Facebook account and basically putting laugh emojis of me being called a nigger and leaving your entire Facebook page open. See, that's the thing about Jamie at the end of the day, and these we call them the Karen crew. They do dirty stuff against people, and then when people fight back and get them, and they're ready to be processed for court, then they start throwing out warnings. Oh, you're going to do this, and you're not going to do jack at all. You're not going to do nothing. I'm going to see you in court. I got enough evidence to bury you, even on the FBI. Look at that. I even show messages where you constantly call my phone over and over again and again and again. And oh, by the way, your little group that's with you, that's called association. So that means that the Crowcast, that we have you in multiple recordings of you guys all together, knowing each other so well that you know each other's family history because you talked about each other's kids and you talked about each other's wives and everything. So you know each other quite well. You were basically up to these guys at the end of the day, the crimes that they committed, you were involved in that too. So I know your reaction because you're scared. And as I said before, you should be. Because when I tell you that my promise is my promise, it is, Jamie. My process servers will be at your front door, and my representative will be coming down to the state of California to begin the process of filing criminal charges to get you into a courtroom. So your warning is nothing. I've heard these warnings before from Mr. Fernando. He does this when he gets scared. He did this the last time before when I told him we was going to have a process server come to his front door. He even joked about the CCB being nothing more than a joke. I think they're not going to be too happy about that. And for a person who basically called me a scammer and a ripoff artist, and I've been robbing people for years, I sent you a certified letter to ship me down black paint, which I never received. And the judge is going to be interested in that also too. So you better prove that my product does exactly what it does. Because if it doesn't, Jamie, you're going to lose your freedom, and you're definitely going to lose everything you have at the end of the day. And I guarantee the way you're sparked off right now about a warning, I'm pretty sure your wife probably had a conversation about basically at the end of the day, none of this better not be true. You're going to lose everything when I get done with you. So I expect for him to basically flare his arms up in the air and cry and whine and do all that. Oh, I forgot. I even got you and tried to swat me one time. Yeah, he called the police down here and tried to say it was called a well check or whatever. The problem is the trace came from California, and the name that was used on it was Mike Gonzalez. What are the odds? That's what the FBI also too. So again, don't try to play at the end of the day that I'm the victim, because you're not the victim, buddy, at all, period. That's particular. That's what Karens do. Here we go. We got more information. Mind you, per offense, Jamie, per offense. I can get you to 5 to 20 years per offense for each time you use my material without my permission. Did you have permission to use any of this? No, at all. That shows the court that this is what the official label looked like, that we had copyrighted, exactly like the one that you put your name over top of it, claiming it to be yours. And this right here, Mr. Fernando, is my official copyright, which you also sent me a text message telling me that I didn't have a copyright and you could do whatever you wanted to do with my artwork. I don't think your landlord's going to like that at all, period. And I think he's crying about my other half of the family. He wants to knock your brains out. And they are going to beat the crap out of you, Fernando. It's going to happen. And the reason why is because you had no business mentioning their names on YouTube. They don't know you at all, period. And now they're curious who you are and why you're mentioning their names. And you can go back and tell a police officer today, like, yeah, well, he said his family's going to do so and so and so. Yeah, they are going to do so and so and so. That's none of my business at the end of the day. That's between you and them. Next time, don't go on YouTube mentioning people's names, because the officer will tell you the same thing. Well, what did you do to tick off his family? Why is his family taking an interest in you? Go ahead and say that I went on YouTube and I mentioned their names and see what happens, because that's against the law also to do. There you go. And they're going to say, well, you know, you're just going to have to call us and hopefully we get there in time. Yeah. Talk a whole lot of trash, Mr. Karen. That's what he is. I'm going to send some little threat up to my warning. You're a joke at the end of the day. You ain't doing jack. I'll see you in September. There you go. That right there is this claim order that we sent through for him. And he had a nerve to use his family member's address because he's a coward at the end of the day. You are a coward. Process server came to your front door. What did you do? What did you do? You had your wife come to the door. You talk a lot of trash at the end of the day. Yeah, this is the law firm that we had contact Mr. Fernando about his touching our copyrights without our permission. I'll make sure I'll show this to the judge. And we'll show the letters that you sent to us afterwards when you continue to tamper with our copyrights without our permission. Oh, and by the way, Jamie, because this is not going to the CCB and it is going to federal court, you're going to jail. So you can sit there and say, oh, he's making threats to me. He's making threats that I'm going to jail. And he said that he's going to... Go ahead. Tell the officers at the end of the day why you're going to jail. Tell them why. They can even look up your incident report. You have an incident report on file. There you go. And if I go in and check and I find any incident reports, anything on me, And I'm going to come down to your state and come see you with my lawyer and all our documents. And we'll see how badly this gets for you. But you better back up everything you say. You know, you can go to jail, extra time, to charges at the end of the day if you make up false accusations against someone. So I'll have my lawyers come down to California and we will see you, your landlord, or whoever we got to see at the end of the day. And I'll go down to the police and go see exactly everything at the end of the day. You better make sure whatever you say is actually true. And you have a habit of lying, Jamie. You do have a habit of lying. So I'm not worried about that at all, period. The difference between me and you, Mr. Fernando, is when I come on camera and I talk about charges and criminal things, criminal acts you have committed, I back it up 100%. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, there's more. We've got more, much more. All right, this right here, using copyrighted material without permission. This has your website, has your name connected to Wix, the whole entire yard. There we go. And guess who else is going to file another lawsuit? Wix may be filing a lawsuit because you abused your website and committed these crimes, which you're going to turn around and file a lawsuit against Wix. This is interesting. Here we go. There's our using our copyright again. So for each time we show one of these, this is going to cost you money. And we got it again over here, some more. There we go. And that shows the judge at the bottom with the sites made by 2021 by Crow Screen Paint Mixes. Let's not forget those perjury charges. Got more right here. Oh, whoop, there you are right there. Contacting our email account. We got over 2,000 messages on both websites from Fernando Gonzalez contacting our site and carrying on. Calling us everything, down to teasing my cat, saying nasty things about my mother. And I know for a fact that you and Mr. Williams are best friends. You and Mr. Partey are best friends. You and Mr. McAfee are best friends. I know that from the door. And you guys have all been seen together, and you guys all been conspiring to try to destroy my company. So, yeah, go ahead. Light the match. I got something for you. I got dozens of these and dozens of them. It's non-stop. I wonder how much we have on you, Mr. Fernando. Oop, there's more down here. This has all been sent over to the CCB. They have copies of all this. All this is on record. This is you constantly contacting my account over and 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 over again. Thousands of them. Oh, there's more. There you go. Got you down here multiple times, Mr. Fernando. All these emails have been traced. You know that, right? They can trace emails. Yes, they can. Got more right there. More right there. More right there. More right there. Yep, keeps going. Yep. So, you really want to get into this whole thing at the end of the day. You're trying to use a scare tactic to get me to drop charges. It's not going to happen. I'm following through. My process servers will be at your front door, Mr. Fernando. And there's nothing you can do about it. You committed these crimes. You committed these acts against my companies. You started false rumors about my business, making statements that my company wasn't real, that my company was a fake, that I was a scammer. I was ripping people off. That's what you did. And you also brought other people on board to continue to spread these lies about my company. So you're all going to jail, and I'm going to take everything from you. Now, you tell me why I don't have the right to take everything you have from you, and I don't have the right to throw you in jail. Oh, wait, there's more. There's more information here. Boom. More. These are copyrights we had to send. This is the cube. It has a copyright sitting on top of it. It's going to be horrible for you, man. You have no idea how bad this is going to get. There you go, using my cube on your website, right underneath Crow's Mixes, right at the bottom. By 2021, Crow Screen Paint Mixes, proudly created with Wix. And right there is our cube that's copyrighted, right there, that you used. And you had a nerve to write in over top of it, which the judge will gladly see. Oops, I did it again. See that little symbol right there? That's a copyrighted material. See at the bottom? There you go. Jamie, one of those. I just need one of those. One of those statements right there. Just one. And I can put you under a prison. I can take everything from you just by one of those in federal court. But I've got 60. Yeah, 60 or 60 of them. Let's see. We got another one over here. Yep, there's another one right there. You called my company a scammer right over top of my logo. So you forget things. There you go. Remember, you call my company a scammer. Scammer company. There's my logo. Trigger alert. We have tons of messages coming directly from you off your messenger. So you explain that to a judge, how you took my copyrighted material off my Wix page and used it and had a nerve to put down scammer company underneath of it. And you think at the end of the day, you're sending me a warning to say you're going to throw me in jail. Please. You don't have any evidence at all, period. Oh, wait, there's more. There's more evidence. We got more stuff used. This old thing? There we go. Isn't that you contacting saying this old thing about my copyrighted logo on your particular page? It's not supposed to be on there. And this is when we sent you a cease and desist order. Don't touch it. Oh, right here. You send me another one saying to me, my new logo. It's my copyrighted material again. So, you want to keep running your mouth? Because my people are watching, so you know that. Yep, my people are watching and gathering information for court. Anything you say about me, it's going to be used against you in court. When I come on here and tell you, Mr. Fernando, that I'm going to take it all from you and that you're going to jail for a long time, I'm not joking with you. Like I said, I have enough evidence to choke a horse. A lot of them. There you go. And this is something to show the judge. Copyrighted. You can look it up. It's on record. It's all copyrighted. It's mine. My cube that you used without my permission, that you had a nerve to write scammer company over top of it, the Black Series edition that has a copyright on it, that you had a nerve to write scammer company across of it and put your name on my logo, basically my property. You'll never see the light of day when I get done with you. So, get ready, because it's coming. September, I'm going to hit you with everything we got. So it'll be September. It will be all the way until charges we have on you. It's quite a lot. So we'll be still filing all the way up until probably the new year against you. Oh, let me show you something else. You're going to find this very interesting. All these documents are being sent over today. Let's go grab this. Let's go pop over to here. And let's type in. That's you, Jamie. That's all evidence that was sent out to the authorities on you. This is involving post office mail fraud. Everything you could possibly think of, it's in there. It's all documented, everything. I told you at the end of the day, I'm not the type of person to joke around with. I can back up everything that I say. Tons of it. All this stuff that was sent to basically courts. I think they're showing that you violated our copyrights on multiple levels. Yeah, you're screwed. Let's show you something else I got for you. So, every single message that was ever sent over to the Wix account is kept on a backup system. Guy was showing me this the other day. It's pretty cool. Man, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Like I said, I think he has like some kind of, I don't know. You need a 302, buddy. I'll get you 302. Not a problem. We'll get you a 302. If you're having mental issues at the end of the day where you just can't seem to get it together, I'll get you 302. And they got a nerve to contact me and tell me about some doxing address. Dude, your address is public domain. That's the same thing like Partey sending me some fake crease and desist order that showed up in my spam mail. I'm not going to send you one of those. I'm not going to send you one of those. I'm going to send you court papers, court documents. Because you and Silent Wake got on there and claimed that a product that you had on there was actually mine. And continue to slander my company's name. So, yeah, I will see you in court for that. You're scared, and that's why he's reacting that way. And he's hoping that I'm going to get scared at the end of the day. Buddy, let me explain something to you, small fry. I used to go against companies at the end of the day. I had big companies basically try to slam me with lawsuits at the day, and I stood my ground. So guess what, Davo? At the end of the day, I stand my ground. I got enough evidence here, like I said, to choke a horse. You'll see me in court. If you don't show up, then you'll just get a bench warning. That's what's going to happen. And if I find out that I'm popping up in anything, on any system, anything at all, period, I'm going to come challenge your charges. I'm going to come to your state to come get you. See, you haven't learned anything about me yet, Mr. Fernando. One of the things when you try to do that whole, what was it called? You try to send me some letter to tell me to buy all I wanted. You know what kind of person I am at the end of the day? I'm not the kind of person that backs down on anything. Buy whatever I want. What you think? At the end of the day, I was going to be scared to put my credit card in? No, I bought from you $1,900 worth of merchandise from you, and you put every single dime back in my account. I didn't work out for you too well, did it? Let's see what we have in a second. I got a section on here that brings up everything we need. I saw that thing pop across my side. Like, wait a minute, what's this dumb? I've heard that warning before. Warning on this, warning on that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And you don't have anything, buddy. There you go, Mr. Fernando. You know what this is? This is a detailed documentation of every time you've contacted my account and you sent me over nasty messages. Yep, it goes on and on and on. It's just tons of information. All the judge will see all of this. All of this can be traced, every single drop of it. Every single email in there can be traced back to the original sender. It shows the multiple times that you have contacted my account multiple times. I even have an email from you with your name on it. Contact and say, hey, we know you're at the garage. So what do you got to say to that, Jamie? You didn't think I had this kind of evidence on you? Oh, man, you have no idea how much I have on you. Yep, look at that. Just look at that. It's all you. And some of that is Solid Wake 5. And some of that is definitely Mr. Williams, whose name pops up over and over again. Right here, you call the FBI a scam. Oh, that's not going to look good in court. That's going to be really bad. FBI, you guys got to learn to write better. You're giving me making me sound like I'm having a stroke on camera. What the heck is FBI, his a scam? Is. Good gracious, learn to spell. There's no H supposed to be there. Oh my goodness. That's why I said, we know Jamie can't spell for Jack. And we know Mr. Williams can't spell either. Gee whiz. We did not graduate, did we not? How is FBI, his a scam? Is. Can't even spell. I remember one time they literally sent me an email talking about my paint socks. Not suck, sock. S-O-C-K. They don't know how to spell suck. Gee whiz. Unbelievable. Yeah, I can tell it's from you guys. Sasha Gray, that's you, Jamie, at the end of the day. Look. Certain keywords always pop up. We all know it's you. Look at that. Yep. These are the fake emails you made. You know, gentlemen, this is what you have to understand. You feel at the end of the day that you make a fake email and no one can figure out where it came from. Oh, but they can figure out where it came from. Yeah, it can. FBI can find out exactly where that email came from and can trace it right back to you. And how many of these did you send over? Thousands of them. Attacking my company's site, which now is considered to be terroristic threats. So, Mr. Fernando, when I get on camera and I talk about things, I back everything up that I say. Everything, I back it up. Mr. Minister, isn't this you right here? That's you right there. There's your email. Mr. Derek Wilson. There we go. Yep, got you too. Now, I was suggesting your video, delete it. And you probably can't now because my people probably already got a copy of it already. And I hope you didn't make any threats in that video because, again, this will get you in a lot of trouble, Mr. Fernando. You're already in enough trouble as it is. You have so many copyright charges on you, it's not even funny. So many defamation lawsuits, terroristic threats, even documenting addresses. It's unbelievable what you have on you. You have perjury charges about to hit you. So yeah, you're on your way out. Your landlord is going to get contacted regardless, due to the fact that they have to get through your gate. Unless you're going to basically open up that gate every time they buzz that buzzer, to let you know they got to come in and they got to serve you. You don't want to come to the front door, I don't think you're going to buzz them in. So if you don't buzz them in, they got to contact your landlord. Your landlord's going to find out about it. I'm going to advise the process server to give him my number so he can reach back to me. So we can have a nice little conversation. So when it came back to bite you in the face, see, you decided to contact the people that I was basically living with, and you decided to contact my landlords and make false accusations. I have all that documented. I have different places that you did contact to try to make trouble for me. Now, it's your turn. You don't like it, do you? All right, then. You're going to deal with it. Look at this. Had to learn to contact me on Christmas. We got messages that came in from Christmas. Merry Christmas. Cursing me out and carrying on. Everything is dated. Everything is time-stamped. You're done. On so many levels, you're done. Now, Jamie, you have to remember, this is the part that's going to hurt the most. You can sit there and cry and say, well, I got nothing to do with all those emails. No, you do. You started the rumor. You're the one who went on YouTube and did false demonstrations against our products, making false statements that our products came out black and they were unwatchable and we were scamming people with everyday house paint. You started that rumor, and this is the results of your rumor. So that's the reason why when I tell you that when I say that we're going to ask the judge for more than 50 years, you're going to get it. Yep, it just keeps on going. More right there. We got more right here. Oh, this is all you guys. Look, they even mentioned Partey in here. Partey, they throw you under the bus quite often, don't they? See? You're mentioned there multiple times in the emails. They know you. They put your name in here multiple times. Look at that. Oh, it just keeps getting worse for you guys. Oh, there's more right there. We just keep on going. So, you're going to get some jail time. A lot of it. Yep, look at this. All this. No, Brother Derek. Derek, we got you on here too. Contacting our company. Isn't that your name right there? Your name shows up multiple times on letters that were sent over here. So when I tell you, we can't call you minister. He's not a minister. He lied on that too. That's actually a charge to a crime. You can't basically go in and say that you're a minister of the church and you have no doctrine or no licensing at all, period. That means you're an imposter, which means you can go to jail for this. Yeah. And how many letters did you send over with your name attached to it? Mind you, your fingerprints were found on the inside. So what are you going to do? Yeah, you're done. It's funny that everybody who sat there and followed Jamie, yeah, they're going to get burned. But you know, you could have contacted me and you would have never been involved in this. If you would have contacted me like a real man and said, hey, look, this guy on YouTube is saying some nasty stuff about you. I want to talk to you and see what you're all about. You would have realized that, yeah, the evidence we had on Mr. Fernando showing he was lying. But you chose to believe in this nonsense. So now you're a part of this nonsense and now you're going to go to jail for it and you're going to get sued. Up there's more right there. It just keeps on going. Wow, this goes all the way over until 2023 now. We're in 2023. Look at this. 2023. Look at the dates on it. Do you have any idea how much jail time I can give you for this alone by itself? This is cyber stalking. This is terroristic threats. This is harassment. You know how much jail time you can get for this? You can get 20 years for this. You can get a lot of jail time. We can show a timeline of somewhere of 3 years of harassment to my company. And your names are all over it. Look at that. It just keeps going. Gee. Yeah. Minister Dare comes up again in 2023, contacting my business. Brother Derek, that's what you call yourself, right? All right then. See, the problem we have here, gentlemen, is the fact that, sorry about that, moving the chair quite a bit here, is the fact that Jamie gets on and runs his mouth because Jamie forgets. I think Jamie has memory loss. You forgot about all this, didn't you? Well, we didn't. So when we go to court, judge is going to see all this. Your landlord's going to see all this. And what's going to hurt the most is your business is sitting right directly on top of your landlord's business. Which means when we sue your company, we can sue his too also. Because if we're going to have a conversation, we're going to have a little talk with him. I want to know if he was involved, if he knew that your business was committing these acts. Now, and his lease, it clearly says, and all leases say the same thing, that if you commit any kind of criminal conduct in the building, you have to be removed. That's a breach of the lease. They have to have that in there. So there are people in there doing things they shouldn't be doing, and it's unsafe for the other people in the building. You can't commit criminal acts. So he's going to breach his lease and get sued, or he's going to stand by and support it and remove you out of the building. And he doesn't want to get sued at the end of the day. And the fact that you can't even dissolve the LLC because you have perjury on there. So you can't remove your LLC from his building until those sensitive documents, statement due dates, are basically showed that at the end of the day that they have been resolved. Let's see if it has been resolved yet. Let's see if you have resolved it. Let's go over to Pros, Cinemax. Got a nerve to sit there and tell somebody at the end of the day, warning. If you got the evidence we have on you at the end of the day, please, yeah, have your lawyer contact me. I have an 800 number, reach out to me. Get your lawyer to contact me. You have 3 days to have that lawyer. Matter of fact, forget that. You got 2 days to have a lawyer contact me. I would love to talk to your attorney. Pros Cinemax. Mix LLC. Yeah, I thought so. It's not done. You haven't finished it. So basically, guess what, buddy boy? Right there. Statement, information, due date, non-completed. 08/20/23. Very sensitive document that has to be completed. You can't complete the document, Mr. Fernando, because you committed perjury. You lied on your application. You stated that your company was around 5 months. Oh, here, 5 months. And your company's been around a lot longer than that. So when I go to court, I am going to bring that up. And I'm going to let them know at the end of the day that we have receipts from you that date back, even videos that date back longer than 5 months. So how would you be operating a business that you just had for 5 months if we have receipts that are long, show they're older than 5 months? So that means you went in and you lied on your documents. You can't resolve it. You can't get rid of it until that document shows that this count is completed. And this one sits right on top of your landlord's building. What are you going to do? Say I dox your address? This is public records right here. That's public records right there. California Secretary of State. It's a public record. But when you went in and made false accusations to the building that I was sitting in, and you tried to say that my LLC was registered to their building, yet you lied. And you said that I was running a business out of their building. Again. Yep. We never had any paint there at all, period. We processed orders there, but we weren't making any paint there at all, period, at all. No. I got other people living around me. Can't do that. I rent locations, Mr. Fernando, unlike you. So, yeah, this is right under your landlord's address. This is on his building. So when we contact him, I don't know if he knows about this or not, but we have to make it known that we file a lawsuit. It's going to hit this address. It's also, too, going to bring up his building. So, guess what that means? Bye-bye. See? Try to evict me from my place. Try to make trouble for me. And now you're going to deal with that. Except for the only difference is, Jamie, I didn't make it up. I didn't go in and make anything up. I didn't basically blow anything out of, it is what it is. Right there what I showed. Now you tell me I don't have the right to sue you for copyrights and everything else under the sun. Please do. So stop crying and whining on your channel right now and suck it up and be a man. I'll see you in court real soon. Gotta go, people.